Guys, what is going on? So as you can see, there's been another really large change to this tank. If you remember my last video, you remember me saying that I'm going to be moving and this tank isn't going to be coming with me. So at this point, it's kind of just turning into a kind of like a farm to grow the plants that I already have, so I can just get as much out of this tank as I can. But one of the things I did was, the biggest thing I did was I don't know if you remember, but there was a big rock. There was a rock all right here. It went up. And this Blixa japonica was around the edges of it. So I took that rock out, and I got that Blixa really well planted. So that's there is new growth on that. So if you guys remember, I had a batch of Blixa die on me. So there's new growth on this. So especially now that they're planted really well. And on this hill right here, there's fluorite as a base to get the elevation out of it. So it has a fluorite base. It's going to get really good nutrients in there. So those I expect to take off and do really well. Another thing I did is I propagated more baby tears in the back. So I'm trying to get a lot of those going. I probably need triple what I have now. So I'm just going to keep propagating it as much as I can, as fast as I can. And the biggest thing I did in this tank since the last time you saw it was all this Starugin repens. As you can see, there's a ton of it. When I first started with this tank, I started with 5 bunches, and each bunch probably had 4 to 5 little stems in it. So just to give you an idea, my girlfriend and I, we counted all these. There's about 110 bunches right here. So just to give you an idea how much I've propagated this Starugin repens. So the reason why I'm doing this is just because, number one, the baby tears died. The dwarf baby tears I had, they just got covered in that blue-green algae, and they just completely melted and died. So I had a bunch of real estate to grow some plants, so I propagated the crap out of that stuff. And I just got done doing about a 50% water change to this tank. I just got done propagating all the Starugin repens. I still have all that there. A lot of the stuff on the bottom came from all that up there. And also, if you remember where that rock was, the rock was here and had all that Starugin repens in the front of it. So a lot of those also I broke what was up in front of that down into smaller bunches. So as you can see, I think it's gonna look pretty cool. This tank is probably gonna be This tank is probably gonna be together for another probably 1 to 2 months still. So I still got some time with this tank. So in that time, I'm just gonna propagate as much as I can, as fast as I can. If you guys remember, on this rock there was a lot of blue-green algae, kind of all in this right in there. There's a lot of blue-green algae. So I just got done doing a 3-day blackout on this tank. So as you can see, at the time of filming this video, there's no algae in this tank. I just got done sucking up all the dead blue-green algae. Turns brown. So I just got done sucking all that up. As you can see, let me find a good example of what blue-green algae does to a plant. Let's go with this one in the middle of the frame. Alright, I'm going to zoom in, so this might look like crap, but anyway. See those 2 plants right there in the very, very middle of the screen? Those were completely healthy Starugin repen stems. So that is what happens when blue-green algae gets on them. It completely killed and melted the leaves, but when I pulled them out, I could see that the roots were still really healthy, the stems are really healthy, so I fully expect those to bounce right back. So not a complete loss. See those stems right there in the middle of the screen? This one in the very front right there. Oh, there goes that. Oh. That one right there in the very middle of the screen. That one was attacked by blue-green algae. That one, it's like something like that in the very middle of the screen. You can see that the leaves have just been completely stripped off. That's what blue-green algae does to plants. So if you guys ever get that, like I mentioned in my last video, do your best to get on top of that right away. It will kill your plants. So yeah, guys, I just completed, like I said, the 3-day blackout on this tank. So I'm gonna start getting the CO2 rolling again, get the lights, going again. I'm gonna do my very best to keep the blue-green algae from growing again. It's just difficult. I don't understand why it grows. So, and like I said, I just got done working on this tank. That's why it looks so cloudy. My hand is still pruny. So, alright guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any idea how I can get the blue-green algae to stop coming back, it's come back like 4 times. And each time I do a 3-day blackout to get rid of it. It stays away for about 1 to 2 weeks and it comes right back. So it's been difficult to make any kind of real progress with this tank when basically the entire time it's been set up I've been fighting with blue-green algae. You know, but I'm only running like 6 hours of light a day. So it's not like I'm doing 9, 10, 12 hours a day on this. So anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, anything like that, I really appreciate it. I just dropped my phone. I think it's upside down. Sorry. Anyway, thanks guys. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Alright guys, see you in the next one.